Mark Lofthouse on the right side. Big Shell Samuelson on defense along with Jim Weimer. Puck dropped and we're underway down period number 1 from the Civic Center. Off the faceoff, Nighthawks control. Weimer now in his own end now to Samuelson across the red line. Samuelson going to clear it in now, left wing corner. Skipjacks in. Here's Mike Rogers, digs along the board on the left side, but he's hit and knocked off the puck by Greg Hotham. Even holding it in right now in the left wing corner. It's back of the left point to Weimer. Slap shot toward the net. It's deflected wide of the goal there by Lofthouse in front. And Weir coming up with a disc. Going to swing it around the near boards for Simpson. Can he get it out? He will. Back to center. Weimer, a one-handed try. Tried to hold it in but couldn't do it. And now Troy Loney will come in. Whip it into Nighthawks ice. Back behind the goal. Here is O'Regan checking Samuelson. It's poked behind the goal. And gathered in finally on the near boards by Paul Gay. Here's Gay at center, taken down. Off the puck he goes. It's loose now in the neutral zone. And poked to the center circle. Here's Jim Weimer clearing it on in behind the Baltimore net. Opening moments of period number 1 tonight from the Civic Center. Simpson now wheeling up ice. Steps across the Nighthawk line. Simpson in the slot. Now the left side for Jim, but he was tied up. Couldn't get the shot away. Now it's loose in the far corner. As Brock Treadway battling for the puck. Now Simpson trying to get it behind the goal for Ralston, but here comes Healy out of his net to steer it up the near boards. Now it's centered. Ralston got a stick on it, poked it wide of the goal. Now it's loose on the left wing circle. And finally clearing it out of there is Dave Nichols. Up on the left wing to Dan Brennan. His right wing feed out of the reach of Nichols. Going to go on goal, and Ford will stick it aside. Now Nichols and Dahlquist jam up on the right wing corner. Puck dug out by Tommy Ralston. Baltimore's leading scorer now. Steps to center. Over the line to Gatso. So poke it in now, left wing corner. Back to get it there. For New Haven is Ken Hammond. He's checked. Ralston now on the left wing boards. Digs it free. Trying to get it back to Gatso's top of the left wing circle, but the pass went behind him. It's back into Baltimore ice. And Joe McDonnell now back to get it. Right wing to Gatso. So now ahead to Colin Chin. He'll backhand it in now. Deep into the Nighthawks end. The veteran, Tom Price, out of retirement again. Back skating up ice for New Haven. Hitting it in right wing. Here's the drive by Dolman. Ford stops that. And he'll cover up in front there. And we'll get a whistle and a face-off coming up here in Skipjacks territory.
It's a unlucky record in hockey. He's been bouncing around quite a bit. I'll tell you more about that in a second.
From the draw, Baltimore breaks up ice. Risling over the New Haven line. Here's Risling now at the right point to Hotham. Rister toward the goal. Good defensive play. It's blocked in front by Simo Saarinen. Baltimore holding it in now. Here's Risling on the far boards. Going to backhand it behind the net. Trying to get it for Perlini. But in there is Gordy Walker. He ties the puck up along the left wing boards, and we're going to get a whistle.
Sheet from the Olympics. Had a few games up in Philadelphia, but he was always sent back and then traded to L.A. A few games this season with the Kings. Back to New Haven.
83-84, his totals with the Flyers weren't bad. 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points in 14 games. Not bad for a rookie, but he was not impressive enough to stick with Philadelphia. Puck dropped now on the New Haven end. Baltimore holding it in now. Here's a backhander by Perlini. A shot! Hey! Shoots and scores! And Baltimore takes the lead 1-0 on the backhander in front by Fred Perlini. The Jacks are on the board here in period number 1.
Fred Perlini on the right side of the net. Tim took a shot.
The Jacks are 5-3-0 when they score the first goal of the game, and Fred Perlini has just given Baltimore a 1-0 lead. Or Perlini, second goal of the season for the Skipjacks. All right, puck dropped at center ice. Here comes Belanger with a long slap shot from center. Glove by Healy. Now the right wing corner. Belanger tying up the puck, but Gay will take over. Headman pass on the money at center ice, but Lofthouse overskates the puck. And here comes Phil Bork. He's going to backhand it in deep into New Haven territory. Got a whistle here. And we have an icing call coming up against the Skipjacks. We're going to bring it back into Baltimore ice. Jacks to get some offense from him. He's got a couple of goals now. He scores his second goal of the season from Dean DeFazio and Greg Hotham at 2:53 at period number 1. And Baltimore now with the lead 1-0. Puck dropped. Jacks going to bring it out of their own end. Here comes Roger Belanger. Left wing pass on the money to Lamoureux. Mitch over the line, cutting in down the left wing. In the slot, Belanger winds up a shot, and it was deflected out of there very nicely by Glenn Healy. Well, I tell you, Belanger had some net to shoot at, and he wound up, and only a good stop by Healy prevented that one from going in. Look out, here comes Weimer over the line. The Lofthouse, his wrist shot in front to Weimer, a shot. He scores. Weimer to Lofthouse and back to Weimer, and he deflects.
Pass right across the open mouth.
Assisted by number 17, Mike Rogers, and number 8, Mark Lofthouse. Time to goal 3.
And so the Nighthawks tie it up. All right, the Jacks now. The New Haven end. Back at the right point. Gertz with a drive. That's blocked by Darcy Roy. Now a shot from the left point by Dahlquist, deflected on the way to the goal. Now behind the net, puck smothered there by goaltender Glenn Healy. He's going to cover up on it there. We're going to get a face-off in Nighthawks territory. Now the Jacks grab the lead, 2:53 into period number 1 on the goal by Fred Perlini, but New Haven coming back a minute and 1 second later. Jim Weimer's 8th goal of the season from Mark Lofthouse and Mike Rogers to tie it up at 1 goal apiece. Face-off coming up here in the New Haven end in the right wing circle. Colin Chan will go in now to take this face-off with New Haven's. Marty Dahlman, puck in the slot. Gertz can't get a shot away, and Dahlman will poke it to center. Here's Dahlman now, 2-on-2. Over the line, but the Nighthawks are going to be offside here. Gertz touched that puck.
Over the New York Rangers, and now finally with New Haven. All 4 teams last season.
He's one of those players, Jim. Seems to be a great American Hockey League player. You think he can make it in the National League, but he hasn't been able to stick. He's had chances with Buffalo. He's had chances with the New York Rangers, and still finds himself in the American Hockey League. But for the team that's got him in the American League, they've got to be fortunate. He's a good all-around defenseman, good defensive defenseman, and also can put some points from back there on the blue line on the board.
Well, in over 70 games last season, he only had 17 goals. And try spreading that among 4 teams.
All right, here come the Nighthawks into Skipjacks territory, but Weir breaks that up and fires it back to center. Here's Ken Hammond firing one in on goal from center ice, gloved by Brian Ford. And now out at center ice, here comes Colin Chin with a puck. Chin over the line to Ralston, got a break. Here's Raleigh coming in down the right side, a shot. Hey! Shoots it, scores! Ralston put it in by Glenn Healy. And the Jacks have quickly regained the lead here, 2-1. On the goal by Skipjacks, leading scorer, Tommy Ralston. It's 2-1 Baltimore. We have yet to play 5 minutes of period 1, and we have 3 goals already. All right, from the face-off, Baltimore will poke that puck into New Haven territory behind the goal. This is Simo Saarinen swinging up on the left side out of the reach of Dave Nichols and back to the Baltimore blue line. Hoffman now trying to backhand it ahead. It's up into the Skipjacks bench. And the play whistled down now. We've got a face-off coming up outside the Baltimore blue line. For Tom Ralston, his 11th goal of the season. Colin Chin and Wally Weir on the assists. Time of the goal, 4:53 of period 1. The Skipjacks have regained the lead now by a score of 1-0. 2-1 rather, I beg your pardon. Ralston now 26 points. This is his 31st game, 11 goals and 15 assists. And again, he has taken over the Jacks scoring lead overall, though Colin Chin right behind got an assist on that play, and Chin still among the leaders. All right, from the face-off, Jacks are going to backhand it all the way back into Nighthawks territory, and Weimer will spin the goal and start it out. Weimer to center. Long slap shot. Will slap it in now to the Skipjacks end. Going to roll on the left wing boards and all the way back to center. And Big Shell Samuelson back to get it for the Nighthawks. Samuelson now at the red line. Trying to bring it on in and finally do so. Steering it behind the Jacks goal. Ford setting it up there for Greg Hotham. Trying to find Perlini breaking out of his own end, but it's by him. It's going to roll back deep in the Nighthawks end. Here's a pass up ice to Nichols off his stick. Nichols will get it back at center ice. Nichols down the left wing and a Skipjacks ice. Slowed up by McDonnell. Down he goes. And McDonnell gets the puck. Good play by Joe McDonnell there to get that puck away from Nichols. Out to Perlini, but it rolled off his stick. Freddie trying to go after it there at center. Can't do it. And Samuelson will grab it, shoot it back deep into Skipjacks ice. Quickly back to get it now. The rookie, Chris Dahlquist. Skipjacks with a lead here, 2-1. 13:41 to play. DeFazio with a puck. Firing it on in. It's knocked down by Samuelson at the New Haven line. And picked up there by Paul Gay. He'll wrist it in, right wing corner. Skipjacks in. Now Gay goes to get the puck. His shot sticked aside there by Brian Ford. At the left point, here's a drive. Bounced off the crossbar and bounced away there on the shot for the point by Simo Saarinen. And here's Baltimore back up by Simpson with a puck. Swinging left side. Here's Loney going to chase it in deep in the Nighthawks end. He'll go to the backboards with Tom Price, but Price will come out with that puck. And he's going to fire the puck the length of the ice. We should get icing here. Here's Phil Bourque back to touch. He makes the catch and icing is called here.
So he didn't want to come up, or he's not here, or what?
The way he said it, it sounded like he didn't mean that.
He's here, he's down there.
Tendinelli back wing circle. They'll drop the puck in the New Haven end. Off the draw, Chin will poke it to the left wing circle, but right there for the Nighthawks is Steve Duchesne. And he'll bring it out now for New Haven. Up to Ken Hammond, now on the left wing to Heath, and now back to Gordy Walker. Left side to Heath. Here's Heath, going to poke it down the left wing boards in Skipjacks' ice. It'll go behind the net. Here's Chin, can't get it out. Ollie Weir now up on the near boards, trying to get it up for Gatsos, but Heath steps in. Behind the goal to Walker, back for Heath, but intercepting that, Colin Chin. And Chin now with a puck. Up to Ralston, can't get it out. Chin will finally kick it with a skate back in the neutral zone. And the Nighthawks have it there, but now Wally Weir steals and comes back. He'll poke it in deep in the New Haven end. And back to get it quickly now, Simo Saarinen. Here's Saarinen now, trying to spin away from Gatsos, make that Duchesne. And now Ken Hammond stick handles through center ice, over to Duchesne, and he'll whisk it on into the Skipjacks end. Up and on the near boards now, Wally Weir. Will bang it out to center. It's on the stick of Ken Hammond. Firing up down his own blue line to centerman Marty Dolman. Dolman now, left wing for Walker, out of his reach. Gatsos now with a loose puck at center. Over to Perlini, and now back to Gatsos. Here come the Jacks over the line. Left side to Ralston, the quick wrist shot, he missed the goal. And the rebound comes out to Randy Heath now at center ice, and he'll start back for the Nighthawks. Here's Heath. Had to wait, had his man going in down the right side. He's bumped off the puck, taken down by Fred Perlini. Now Heath with the puck in the neutral zone. Finally just wristing it in wide of the goal. And back to get it now, Chris Dahlquist spins the net. Dahlquist now trying to move the puck out of his own end, getting it out to Perlini. He tried to give it a left wing feed for Risling, but Weimer tied him up. Puck ends up back in New Haven territory, and Samuelson with a puck. Left wing to Dan Brennan. And now ahead to Brock Treadway. A shot from the blue line is sticked aside there. Baltimore got a stick on that before it got to the goal. And now with a full head of steam, here comes Colin Chin, left wing to Risling, but as he went to make his move over the line, it was poke check back to center. Now Baltimore's called on the offside. We are back live at the Baltimore Civic Center with the face-off coming up here. Outside the Nighthawks blue line, Baltimore Steve Carlson's got a broken bone in his foot. Might see him here a week from Friday against Maine. And that could be the last time that the next time we'll see Steve Carlson. As the Nighthawks break into the Skipjacks end. Bouncing puck goes right to Brian Ford. He's going to glove it there and hang on. Made it come off a shocking 11-2 defeat at the hands of Sherbrooke, and without one of their top scorers and their top penalty killer, Steve Carlson.
A win is a win, Tim, and I think the Skipjacks are looking more confident tonight. I haven't seen them as much as you have, but tonight, from what I see, they're looking more and more like the old Skipjacks of last year.
Let's hope that's the case. Baltimore now with a puck in their own end. Here's Mike Rowe at center ice, steering it to the center circle, but Paul Gay has got it there. And New Haven gets possession right back. Here is Saarinen now in his own end, feeding it up ice and on the stick. Paul Gay. Gay is going to fire it in now, right wing corner. Skipjacks and Mike Rowe to get it. Hounded by Lofthouse, trying to get the puck up to Loney. They stack it up there on the right wing boards. Now Mike Rogers and Mike Rowe with some steers. Baltimore's got the puck. Here comes Phil Bork, right side of Simpson. He'll wrist it in now into New Haven territory. It's going to roll to the left wing boards. Loney back behind the net for Simpson. Simpson now trying to get it in front for O'Regan, but a good defensive play there by Saarinen. Steers the puck back to center. Simpson now feeds it right side to Loney. Here's Loney now deep in the New Haven end. He's bumped off the puck by Saarinen. Now they stack it up behind the net. Simpson and Loney after the puck. Simpson's got it in the left wing corner. Simpson back at the point to Wally Weir. Blasting it toward the net. It's just wide. Out on the near boards. Paul Gay going to just loft it all the way back into Baltimore ice. Back to get it, Wally Weir. He touches. We have an icing call coming up here against New. Not impressive enough to stick up there with Pat Quinn and company. And now down with the Nighthawks for some more seasoning. Puck dropped. It'll go behind the New Haven net. Here's Ralston to dig it out. To Chin. Chin, right wing corner, Gatsos. Behind the goal to Ralston. Here comes Raleigh. Going to jam it in front, but Healy made a stop there. At the far post. He hugged that post and made the save on Ralston. And back comes Gordy Walker. He'll fire the puck now to the Skipjacks end. At the left point, Hammond holding it in, driving it back behind the net. Now Greg Hotham there. Hotham going to spin it around the boards to the line, not out, held in by New Haven. There's a shot from the right wing boards through traffic, but right on. And Ford will stop it there. Shot by defenseman Steve Duchesne, and he'll squeeze that puck, and we'll get a face.
72 games, which is a pretty good average.
Face off now to the left to Brian Ford in Baltimore ice, as Colin Chin and Gordy Walker for the face off. I beg your pardon. Steve Morey on the ice now. And off the draw, Jack's got it at center ice. Here comes Colin Chin. Firing it in down the right wing boards. It'll roll behind the net. And Chin's going to go back after it there, jamming with Duchesne. They stack it up now, right rear boards. Gatsos will dig it out behind the net. Here's Gatsos, going to try to jam it in front. Can't do it. Now Chin will pull it out of there. Chin getting it back down to that point to Wally Weir. Trying to get it back behind the net. Chin tried to knock it down back there, but didn't get all of it. And now Hammond swinging up down the left wing to Darcy Roy. Roy tried to get it up ice to Caulfield, but he's checked. Now they stack it up now at the center ice area. Over the line, Moria tried to come in, couldn't do it. Back to center, picked up by Shell Samuelson. He'll carry the puck in down the left side. Big Shell Samuelson going behind the net. Greg Hotham's got his hands full there. Now it's loose, side of the goal. It's finally poked down to the right wing boards. Ralston goes after it there. He's going to backhand it back to center. And New Haven now with possession. Here's Jim Weimer. He'll carry the puck in over the line, checked by Hotham, and finally Lamoureux's got the puck. Here's Mitch Lamoureux ahead at center ice, just banging off the wood. Back to the Nighthawks blue line. Here's Randy Heath trying to come into Baltimore ice. Can't do it. Finally grabbing the puck is Marty Dolman. But an offside call here against New Haven as Dolman tried to shoot.
Just keeping the puck in the zone a lot better than what New Haven's doing down in the skipjack zone.
I think Baltimore was very embarrassed by the loss last week against the Nighthawks, 8-4 here. New Haven came in with a road record of 1-9. And I think Baltimore really wants to atone for that defeat. And of course the Nighthawks, one of the teams, they've got to pass here if they're going to do something in this 85-86 season. McDonnell now with the puck at center ice. Here comes Joe Mack down the right wing into the zone. Mack now side of the net, centering one in front. And Lamoureux couldn't get a stick on it. It's back at the left point. Look out. Here comes a partial breakaway. And a breakaway for Randy Heath of New Haven. He's in alone on Ford. Here he comes. Backhander. And there's a stop in front by Ford. Heath, I think, went to go to the backhand. It rolled off his stick, and Ford got the pad on that to knock it away. And it steered back to center. Here's Price with a shot. That's knocked down at the Jacks blue line. And Belanger looked for skating room. Gave the puck to Marty Dolman. Now Belanger knocks down Dolman at center. And Dahlquist over the line. Turning around and firing one. Healy getting a stick on that. And deflecting it up into the crowd. We're going to face off here. Tim Minnelli back with you live at the Baltimore Civic Center. Jacks have the lead 2-1. Jim Starr also joining us tonight. Face off from the New Haven end. Nighthawks will bring it out to center. Dangerous pass there, almost picked off by Brennan. But the Jacks have it. Here comes Perlini now coming in. His wrist shot from 40 feet, stopped by Tom Price. And the Nighthawks back up ice. Here's Brennan, checked by Mike Rowe. But second effort now. Here comes Nichols in down the left side. His shot. And Brian Ford robbed him there. Here's DeFazio now at center ice. As now Rowe knocks down one of the Nighthawks. It's Brock Treadway in the Baltimore end. The Jacks come back over the New Haven line. Down the left wing. Here's Burke centering one, but it went by Perlini. It's going to roll all the way back to the Skipjacks blue line, and Mike Rowe's on it there. Rowe pass ahead on the money. Perlini now will wheel. Turn back and start back into the New Haven end. On the right side, here's Perlini now. Backhanding one wide of the goal. Now behind the goal, look out. Healy has lost his stick and goal pad, but the Nighthawks have got the puck. And Nichols will cross the red line and shoot it on in deep in Jack's ice. Nighthawks changing up on the fly here. Baltimore 2. Here's DeFazio at center ice. Dino over the line for Loney. Loney now down the right wing. Here he comes. Backhanding one in front. And O'Regan failed to get his stick on that. He was tied up in the goal mouth. Mike Rogers now wheeling back for New Haven. Into the zone now. Look out. Paul Gay with room. His shot. He missed the goal. Side of the net now. Simpson with a puck. Dave Simpson, dangerous pass in front, but it connects on the stick of Hotham and Loney on the left wing. Troy will carry it in down the left side. His wrist shot is wide of the goal. Now it's loose behind the New Haven net. Rogers and Simpson fighting for it along with Loney. Here is Loney now, but Rogers sweep checks the puck away. And now Rogers decked there. Hit off the puck he goes by Simpson at the New Haven line. And now Regan will grab that loose puck and he'll backhand it in the Nighthawks territory. Here's Duchesne in the near corner. Trying to move the puck out. Baltimore's got it. Here's Loney cutting in front. He's up in, and we got a penalty here against the Nighthawks. As Loney cut toward the slot, he had some open room to maneuver, but he was hauled down, and we got a penalty coming up.
He almost got the nickname of post, I guess. He had more shots hit the post than go in the net.
Well, the Jacks have a chance in the power play right now. Here is Gatso, center point to Hotham, winding up the drive. He missed the net. Gatsos quickly back after the loose puck behind his own goal. Side of the goal to Ralston, a drive in front, and Healy kicked that out. Here comes New Haven back, looking like they're going to do something offensively until Gatsos back checks. And a beautiful play there, took the puck away from Jim Weimer. All right, Baltimore now with a puck back in their own end on the power play as Ken Hammond off for tripping at 15:56. Here comes Baltimore down the left wing, but Moria will grab the puck and backhand it back into Baltimore ice. Jim, the Jacks right now on the power play, 28 power play goals and 174 opportunities. The Jacks have the worst power play right now in the league. Talking to Gene Ubriaco, he mentioned that Baltimore was moving the puck around well and doing some different things in the power play, and he thought it would start to click very soon.
New Haven also having an 80% power play penalty kill percentage, I guess you would call it.
And that isn't exactly the best either. So we'll see what the Jacks can do in this power play with the puck now on their own end. McDonnell will wheel the puck to center. In over the line, here comes Mack, dropping it off to Risling. Risling now to Gatsos in the near boards. Gatsos digging along the boards, but finally the New Haven Nighthawks will take it away. Duchesne out fighting Gatsos for the puck and able to poke it back into Skipjack's ice. Here is Dahlquist, and he took a heavy hit there from Paul Gay. Baltimore's got the puck. Here's Risling over the line. Going to steer it in behind the New Haven net. Healy stopping it there for Price. Price now gave it to Perlini. Now behind the goal. Look out. Room there for Weimer. And he'll slowly skate the puck out of his own end. Now finally blast it back into Baltimore ice. There's 12 seconds left on the penalty to Ken Hammond. Baltimore a chance for a very quick rush here as Perlini sends DeFazio away on the right wing, and he'll fire it on in to the New Haven zone. Healy stopping that to Samuelson. Clearing it to the line, not out. Dahlquist holding it in. Right back on is Hammond. We're back at equal strength. Baltimore has the puck deep in Nighthawks territory. Here is Risling now on the right rear boards, battling for the puck with Weimer. Now Perlini is also in there. They're trying to jam it free. Here's Risling now. He digs it out. Back at the right point. No, it's taken away on the near boards by Steve Moria. And Moria, right wing to Hammond. Over the Baltimore line. Hammond holding it up now. Top of the right wing circle. He centers one. Nobody there for New Haven. Here's McDonnell trying to get the puck out. Jamming up with Walker, but DeFazio will pull it free. And now Dahlquist with the puck with 1:28 to go. Look out. Gave the puck right to Dolman. Dolman in the slot to Weimer. Look out. His wrist shot. He missed the net. It's out of the goal. There's a centering try there by New Haven. But Ford gloves that. And he'll hang on now for the faceoff. With 1:20 left here in period number one. It is Baltimore 2 and the Nighthawks 1. And back live at the Civic Center, approaching 1 minute left here in period one. The Skipjacks have the lead by a score of 2-1. Fred Perlini, Tom Ralston, the goals for Baltimore. Jim Weimer, the lone goal for the Nighthawks. Mike Rowe now fires it on in. Back into New Haven territory. Healy stopping it behind his goal to Hammond. He's bumped off the puck by Loney. But New Haven are able to backhand it back to the Skipjacks. Blue line, and Phil Bork takes over there. Swinging over now to Belanger, up front to O'Regan, but goes by him. Now Tommy getting it back, but Gay checked him. And Paul Gay with a puck now in his own end. 40 seconds left, period number one. Puck back in the neutral zone. Mike Rowe now on the left side of O'Regan. He'll backhand it on in, takes a hit there from Duchesne. And back in behind his own goal for the puck now for the Nighthawks. And coming up ice is Ken Hammond. To the veteran Mike Rogers, who wheels and looks for skating room. Now Gale backhand it into the Baltimore zone, but Phil Bork on the puck there. Look out, after him, Mark Lofthouse, and Lofthouse falls down. He got tripped up back there. Actually, he fell down himself. As he thought Bork was going one way, and he went the other, and he really kind of looked embarrassing there, Jim, the way he went down there. Bork really put him. All right, final seconds here, period number one. Nighthawks have the puck now behind their own goal. And the whistle blows here, ending period number one.